Hello, hello. Welcome to something special. Right, can everyone hear me? Is the audio correct? I assume so. Alright, hello. Hello everyone. Welcome to something very special for the next run. So, as you can see, this is Dungeon of Zelda the Minish cap with music from Final Fantasy VI, with a bingo board and an item tracker indicating this is going to be a randomizer. Yeah, how special is this? Yes. So, unfortunately I couldn't get anyone to commentate, but that's okay. Okay, just so we can all appreciate the entirety of the music pack, I'm going to soft reset. Yeah, start select A and B does a soft reset on the GBA. Yeah, that's FS6 music. This music pack was made by myself. I made a few of the music packs available on this randomizer. Randomizer itself is made by Team Minish Maker. Alright. And thanks for the good lucks. So we're going to start right now. Okay, so basically this is a randomizer, so it's not going to be quite the normal gameplay of Minish Cap. As you can see here, those items normally would be sword and shield that we got from the intro cutscenes, and that's not the sword and the shield. As for the settings, everything that is normally locked by doing a Keystone fusions, you know, those kinda shiny stones of red, green and blue colors, they are already fused, so all locations behind those are already available. Yeah, rolling a lot seems like normal Minish cap. Alright, so here I'm going to check what's on the figurine house. That's a golden keystone. So golden keystones, they are still vanilla because they have like major story progressions. I don't think I can explain all the settings I'm using now, because there's a lot. Okay, there's a boomerang there, there's a keystone there. Okay, that's good to take note. I have not even looked at the bingo board yet. Okay, there's nothing here. Going to take a look at the Goron shop. Okay, a keystone there too. Okay, there's a lot of keystones for sale. Hello Catabat, thanks for the good luck. So Catabat is one of the current active developers at Team Minish Maker. I think I already have the first space. Wait, what? I haven't even seen the goals yet. Okay, 7 scrolls, definitely not. Okay, Hamazord, nah. Item from Scarblade. Castle World location, item from library. 30 Hero Fields location, 2 Deeper Shrine small keys. The bomb bag with 10 bombs, kill a darkness, kill a kitten. All 3 fling items, fast spin. Full clear Deeper Shrine. Item from the Trilby Scrub, item from the figurine house. 2 Temple of Droplets keys. The 30 bomb bag, all quivers. Gust jar, 5 DHC small keys. Oh, nice bottle. Mit's Butterfly A. You're right, that's a goal. Yay! Item from the Ghost King, so this is finishing Royal Crypt. Nice sword, by the way. Sword on A, obviously. And enter Temple of Droplets. Okay, I have a better idea now. Okay, so the goal is not to beat Vati at the end of Blackout Castle. which access is open, but the boss key is locked by my requirement, which are getting the 4 sword and the 4 elements. But we're not doing that. So instead, the goal is triple bingo. So 3 lines, columns, diagonals. Okay. Oh, and by the way, did I mention that I have Dungeon Entrance Shuffle? Did I mention that even with Dungeon Entrance Shuffled, sometimes you still end up with vanilla dungeons? So yes, with the Final Fantasy VI music pack, obviously Dark Oak Castles becomes Kefka's Tower. Alright, I have Golden and Miz randomized as well for the bingo. Those are a pain to do with just the Smith Sword. I was expecting them to be available slightly later, but okay. This one can be cheesed because I can slash it through the bush. Oh, and you can randomize them. So since they can be required by the bingo, I randomized them anyway. Every spot where you have a rupee that is a one-time collectible, this is randomized. A digging spot that is one-time collectible, this is randomized. A pot that has something that is one-time collectible, this is randomized. Basically, is this randomizable? It is randomized. I did not enable the cuckoos. Not even one round. So basically the base I took was the Francophone tournament that we had at the end of last year. We did not have cuckoos in there. I just added a few things to make it good for bingo. But unfortunately I did not re-enable the cuckoos. Hey, that would have been a good idea. Because at least one round of cuckoos. Because it's the Chocobo's music on the cuckoos. Wait, I do have the London key. I could have done that faster. Okay, so when I'm in the overworld and some other locations, I'll try to not talk too much because you guys selected the FF6 music pack. So I'll try to like let some of the music play, especially the best OSTs. Like the overworld theme, which is Terrors, is a really nice theme. There's also Searching for a Friend that is in there as well. Oh, Broken Pickery Blade, this item is useless. So we have something called junk items. They don't add anything, it's just for the fun. And that's why you can see red, blue and yellow, red, blue and green kinstones. They are useless since we are playing with open fusions. And obviously, if any of you has any question, you can ask it. I'll answer it to the best of my abilities. Obviously, it's hard to explain everything, especially alone. And especially when it's both randomizer and bingo. So feel free to ask. I have the chat opened. So here demonstrating one of the core mechanic of the game. Hey, nice mole mates! That's actually really nice. It opens all digging spots I have access to. And the digging caves. That's great. And since we do have the butterfly already, we will dig faster. So I was saying that one of the core mechanics of the game is to change your side. Also, yes, this is not the Pickery village anymore. This is the Mog village. Yeah, I did want to equip the mitts there. So, as I said, I made a few of the music packs for the randomizer. There's a tutorial available for everyone who wants to try their hand at it. I also translated it in French because if you did not notice, with my accent, I am actually French. A big chunk of the Minish Cap randomizer community is actually French. A big chunk of the Minish Cap speedrun community is actually French as well. That's the meme every time. Okay. Cool. Cool. At least they are less annoying than in Phantom Hourglass. By the way, Phantom Hourglass also has their own randomizer now through Archipelago. And I like it as well. Minish Cap also has an Archipelago AP world, for those interested in those. Okay. Wait, go back, there's a digging spot up there. So, digging spot, pots and underwater items were all linked previously in the same setting called Obscure Locations. And talking about underwater locations, hey, here are the flippers. That happens a lot. This is certainly something. Oh, I do need the... Yeah, I do need at least one wallet to buy this one. Okay, remember when I said fusions are already done, so this puddle is opened, and since rupees that are one-time collectible are randomized, this location has 15 checks available. As soon as you can break the trees. So that's the 10 bomb bag. Since I have the flippers, I can access the lake and Temple of... and the... No, I can access the dungeon that is at Temple of Droplets. Yeah, it's not going to be Temple of Droplets. Oh wait, yeah, I actually need to kill that snake. The golden roper, it's a check. Oh yes, get there. You are cornered now. Is not anymore. Please. Nice hurt. So that's supposed to be a beanstalk, but there's a graphical glitch that happens when it's the first time it's loaded. That's actually a vanilla game bug, but under normal condition you just don't see it. Oh, 30 bomb bag already! What?! That's a 50 bomb bag already! 2 bomb bags next to each others! Okay. You don't need to give me that much explosive, game. To compensate, I will never find a remote bombs. Okay, I'm okay with that. Okay, so with the flippers I can also access the Deep Shrine entrance. I'll see what's there. Okay, doing that without the cape or the boots. Okay. Yeah. For context, the boots allow you to just ignore ice physics. And the cape is the cape. So Link stops when using the sword on ice, but then you immediately slide again. Okay, graveyard key, that's nice because it's not going to be the royal crypt there. I need to remember this is dungeon entrance shuffle. Speaking of that, okay, so the dungeon at the lake does not have an element. The one at the castle does not have element. The one in the ruins does not have an element. Okay. So we'll see which dungeons are those. Okay, first dungeon. What is in the Minish Woods? Cave of Flames. Nice. Stay there. Thank you. So, since I'm low on life, I will actually take advantage of this if I'm not finding a hut. All keys? Really? I mean, okay. I'm going to take advantage of this. That's intentional, because in case you did not notice, die was actually a goal. We also found the roll attack scroll, which is one of my favorite attacks in this game. We need 7 scrolls. This funny number is because that's the amount of scrolls you need to have for the ghost of Swiftblade I in Castle Wilds to teach you the Great Spin. So the floating items are the locations where you normally get the butterflies. And the items are indeed floating. So the floating items, the butterfly, you normally unlock them by doing the fusions with the 3 goddesses, but since it's open fusions, they are already done. So we can just go there. Once we have access to the area, we can just get the item. So the 3 floating items, there's one in the graveyard, which is nice because we indeed got the graveyard key. Nice boots there. There is another one in Castlewelt, and the other one is in the Wind Runes, which are accessed through Castlewelt, and we need the 3 Kinstones from the swamp. By the way, I am going to play with kind of a no major glitch rule set. There are only 2 glitches allowed generally when playing randomizer in the standard settings, which are roll lift, which is literally just I roll at the same time I get a bomb out, which makes the bomb explode slightly faster, and that's it. And cutscene walking, for the simple reason that there is absolutely no application in rando. Otherwise, all major glitches are not allowed, so you won't see me do an Ocarina glitch or portal item or anger retention or yeah. I mean, if I'm really behind, like if there's something I need in Cloud Tops and Palace, etc., and I really don't want to bother finding the 5 Cloud Tops Kinstone, then fine, I will showcase the Ocarina glitch, why not? But normally I just don't. Okay, I'm not going to leave Cave of Flames yet because I know that my boots are there. And by the way, I can toggle this. I can toggle Clear Rock as having an element because he does. But normally I should not be going for the elements. I don't think I will need the 3 elements goal. It's triple bingo, so basically I do have some an idea of which goals I'm going to not pick up. Oh, doing that without the spin attack. Yeah, you can use bombs as weapons, and since we have 50 bombs, I'm going to use them as projectiles. What else can I do here? Nothing. Yep, that's what I expected. Yeah, the actual bomb. Okay, I'll need to tell Deoxys his tracker has a few new bugs since he started updating it to make it compatible with both Emo Tracker and Pop Tracker for Archipelago. There's a check that is bugged on the overworld map for Cave of Flames. Oh, right, you're here. Yeah, another golden enemy? Yeah, I'm getting it in the corner. Yeah, whatever, I'm buying them. At least since I'm using an auto tracker, it marks the check as done. I don't have to right click it on the tracker. Just that kind of optimization. Also gives me time to look at the bingo board every time. Okay, one of the good perks of having open fusions means the Goron quest is already completed. The Goron quest, which is the reason why you are actually farming blue kinstones. Yep. This one. Also, perks of the randomizer. The boots are already mapped on L. Because normally, you need to actually equip the boots in order to use them in Minish Cap. Which we all agree is kinda bad. So why am I picking up useless items? Because there are goals like all locations from this area. I need to collect it. Even if it's not required, I need to collect it. Right. I'll go from the grotto. Okay, accessing the lake from here. Going to check what's on the cabin. Nothing. Going to do that now. So the weirdness of randomizer and bingo at the same time is that there are like two parts in your run. First, you're going to want to do as many checks as possible to actually get items. And once you have items, you can go into the look for the goals. BRI, bingo required item. You know, you kinda cry when you see the beat Vati goal, because it means you actually have to play the seed in order to get your goal. So you can just swim there and do the string transition, it will get you to the chest. You don't need a ghost jar to actually stand on the wooden bridge. So this is Waveblade. Waveblade is not required per this bingo board. Okay, there's a sword there, nice. Waveblade teaches you a new technique when you have 10 hertz at least. I do not have the dog food, so I cannot feed the dog yet. There's another sword here, so this sword requires the cape. Okay. Okay, I'm going to enter this dungeon. I'm pretty confident this is going to be vanilla droplets. Yep. So, enter droplets done. Where is it? Yeah. So, with experience, you can kind of guess which dungeon is going to be available, because you can feel that with the items you have, that's going to be the location to check. And with flippers available right away and the lantern, I can do a lot of things in here. And with another sword, I can actually beat the dungeon. Grabbable items are on, but out of logic. Like, if I have the boomerang or the ghost jar, I can actually collect items from afar, but the logic does not expect you to do it. So for the sword that we just saw, the logic expects me to have the cape. Okay, so time to see all the one-time collectible rupees and underwater rupees. They make droplets extremely valuable. There are 6 underwater rupees hid there. Dog food. And 1 quiver. We do need quivers. I cannot go downstairs from this side because I need the ghost jar or the cape to go to the other side and trigger the lever. Okay, I have all the bomb bags. Thanks, game. This spot here is a one-time collectible, so it is randomized. And as you can see, I am abusing the boots on the ice because the boots remove the ice physics. And removing the ice physics is good. That's 2 keys from Temple of Droplets. Okay, that's where trouble begins. I do not have the boomerang to make this fight easy. I can kinda cheat through their blades by hitting from the side. Okay. Just like glitchless speedrun, droplets with 5 or 6 hertz is scary. Though if I really need to heal, I do have a bottle of London milk. Courtesy of the random model content. You can generally roll through the enemies quite easily. But yeah, I'm just going to make it a bit safer. Okay, doing that without spin. So those are bulldozers. Unfortunately, they are not part of the enemies I need to kill in the bingo board. I saw those. Kitten, Darknut, Elmazor. Wait, actually I do have Elmazors. I went to Cave of Flames earlier. I forgot to check it. But yeah, we killed Elmazors. We have to kill a Darknut, so we are going to see that much later. Oh, swim butterfly, nice. So now I can swim faster. Right, I cannot even get the blue warp without the rocks cave. That's actually a problem. Okay, I cannot do anything else in here. I would need the red sword. Or the rocks cave. However, we did get the dog food, so I'm going to get it to Fifi. Okay, back to the ranch. And yes, we can actually use the boots as Minish on the randomizer. Jabberknot, we don't need it. It's one of possible access to Deeper Shrine entrance, but we already had the flippers. The dog gives pretty good tips. Yeah, in the vanilla game, you just get the bottle in which the dog food was contained. Okay. Wait, I can actually buy this. I'll probably need it. There's another kinstone I should buy for 300 rupees. I have 3 checks available here. A sword gives you the check to spin attack. The green sword gives you the check to rock breaker. Sword and boots gives you the check for dash attack. The last check here will be accessible with the cape. That's down thrust, which is useful against some bosses. Thank you, Karloff. So this is normally the figurine minigame. Thanks God, it is not required to get the 136 figurines in order to get the Karloff medal or the check behind it. Thank you very much. So, 100% speedruns need to get it because there's a piece of hurt in the figurine house, and the only way to get it is to get the Karloff medal, so they have to do a 38-minute RNG manipulation in order to get the 130 figurines required. Which is why there aren't that many runners for Hundo. I have a lot of things to do. A lot of things are open. Oh, I wanted to pick up the bomb. I wanted to pick up the bomb, and I did not notice I had low health. So that die square is checked twice. So I'm going to check the castle modes. 2 chests there. And they are required if you ever get the square that says collect all locations from Hyrule Castle, because it is part of Hyrule Castle, not Hyrule Field. Okay, before I talk to him, Tracker, which one is it? It's Gret Blade. That's not the one I need. I need Scarblade. Scarblade is the one in Mont Crenel? No, Crenel is Greyblade. Which one is Scarblade again? Okay, Scarblade is the one in Castle Wild. Okay. Hey, nice shield. Okay, I'm going to pick this up right now. Yeah, so many goals for Castle Wilds. So picking up the shield opens the 2 only selling scrubs. And that's great, because Trilby Scrub is a bingo check. Thank you for selling me 5 bombs. But, yep, that's a goal. So I need to drink because I actually need to fill the bottle with water. Okay, look, the blue water makes the blue seed grow. And we see there are also green plants. That means we'll need green water. Oh, that's kind of middle, so I have access to the figurine house now. Huh. Okay. I'm thinking about what to do, because in randomizers you are routing on the fly, and even more when you do bingo, contrary to classical speedruns. So I don't have the grip ring, so I need the water to progress there, but I think I'm going back to town right now to check figurine house, because that's actually a bingo square. And I'm actually quite close to an actual bingo already. I'm missing the quivers, and that's already a bingo with 4th row. That's a swamp as well, nice. Okay, now I can go back to Mount Crenel. And I think I'm only missing 1 quiver to make it 99. Okay, so those are the Elmazos. I already killed Sob in Cave of Flames, but basically those are the enemies that were required on first row and second column. Those are Tektites. I don't have to actually kill them. If you run out of bombs, you can try your luck farming them, because they can actually drop bomb drops. You can swim there and collect this freestanding without having to actually use a bomb. Hey, I have 3 Swamp Kinstones, which means as soon as I have access to caster walls, I can also go to the Wind Runes. It's as if my seed had access to my bingo board and said, hey, you actually need to do this, I'm giving you the items. It's in logic. And actually the castle walls would be open with just another sword. Which means I either find another sword here, or I find a Rockscape, which gives a sword in Lake. I do not have spin attack, and that's a good thing to remind me, because I would need spin attack in order to make clones, which will make me able to push the big block and actually access Western Woods and Castle Wild, so I would also be missing my spin attack. You are absolutely right, Catobat. Okay, remember what I said. The green water makes the green bean grow. Yeah. I don't think it's a good idea to water your plants with some mountain dew. I don't think it works. Oh hey, remote bombs! Was it Kato who said that earlier, that I would not find them? Well, you're wrong. Oh, the golden tektite. Alright, I forgot. I forgot about it. At least the green sword does a bit more damage than the smith sword. But I will not get any damage upgrade until I get the 4 sword. Because green, red and blue do the same amount of damage. It's technically a remote location. Good one. There's another golden tektite here. So I'm just going to put myself against a wall. Because if the tektite tries to go near me, they will actually bounce back from the wall, so it's a pretty safe spot. Okay, second scrub. This one normally gives you the grip ring. Gives me nothing. And nothing else available in here. Yeah. There are strategies, because obviously if you have the boomerang, you can stun them on place. Not for too long, but you can stun them a little. But you can just use the environment. Like, walls are good allies for the against the tektites. Mirror Shield is actually great for the golden Octoroks. In the randomizer, the shields are progressive, so you need to find 2 shields in order to get the Mirror Shield. Additionally, this is what gives you access to the Big Goron location here, because Big Goron is finally randomizable. Under 2 possible settings, you can either have it at 1 shield, he will eat your shield to give you the check that normally gives you Mirror, or you can have it at Mirror Shield, which makes the Mirror Shield actually useful, because otherwise it's kinda useless. I do not have the Baleful Skinstone. Okay, there's a quiver there. Okay, so I need the Cane of Patchy in order to get in Baleful's South. Because there's a quiver there. Hello, Boomerang. Rockscape! Perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Okay, here's a digging location, in case you did not know. there. Red sword. So with the spin attack I would get access to Western Woods, Castle Wilds, Wind Runes, and the dungeon there as well. So this is cave 25. That's because the identifier for this cave in the hexadecimal code gives 25. That's really just the origin of its name, cave 25. 10 checks there, you just need the cave and the myths. Also this one in the ranch. So if you have all locations from London Ranch, you actually have to collect this through the tunnel. I don't think it's actually collectible with grabbable items. With the Gust Jar only, okay, because with the Boomerang you just cannot because of the rocks acting as a wall. Gust Jar makes it possible, okay. Since I exited through the ranch, I'm going to re-exit and re-enter the grotto here so that I do not lose my quick warp at the lake. In case you did not notice, I would sometime go in the menu and select quick warp. It would teleport me back to the last entrance with a widescreen transition. This simulates a 7 quit without actually having to save and quit the game. It's faster, it's convenient in a randomizer. We also have a home warp with this version. Hey, spin attack! Nice! My map tracker just lit up. That's perfect. Before I leave, I actually want to go back to droplets, because I can actually get a few more rupees there, like quick rupees. Theoretically, I could actually beat the boss there, but I do not want to. At least not now. Especially if I know it's not even an element. Hey, fast spin! Okay, I have all small keys from this dungeon. But I think fast spin was a... yep. Fast spin, which means you charge your spin attack faster. Do not confuse it with fast split, which makes charging your clones faster. Yeah, I have access to this grotto, thanks to Red Sword as well. It unlocks a lot. Red Sword is one of the best progression items you want in the randomizer. It opens so many things. Wait, I actually do want the cape here. I'm going to do a quick check in town as well. Blowing this up. Going through here. Last check from Swift Blade. I can do this grotto here, there are multiple chests there, and I'm going to Western Woods after that. Western Woods, once you have you want to go there immediately once you have access to it normally, because there are a lot, and I mean a lot of checks there. There's the Rupee Grotto, which has, what, 15 checks. There is the Beanstalk, which has, what, 15 checks. There are a lot of digging spots there as well, if you have the mitts. So really, there are a lot of checks. Like, with these settings, I think there are 45 checks total, and I have access to all of it. Well, the logic does not take any grabbable item into consideration with the settings, because it's allowed but not in logic. But if you actually found a logical error, nice. We always find incredible things sometimes during runs. Hey, a bow, so I can actually full clear the swamp once I get 7 scrolls. That's fast split. Huh. Wait. That's a kitten. So we may or may not reach a triple bingo very earlier than planned. If that's the case, I'll ask for a category extension. Like, if we are very underestimate, I'll ask for like additional lines so that it doesn't throw the schedule off too much. There's a second check here. Go back. Talk to Percy. Yeah, just in case. Like, that's the thing with randomizer and bingo. The estimated time is so variable. Like, you can get an estimated time and an average time quite easily, but the variation is so high. People from the Bingoton can actually tell you that, yeah, I'm not... I am not unacquainted with the idea. In one of their marathon, they gave me the opening run with Final Fantasy V Card Day, so the randomizer for the SNES version of FF5, Blackout. I had I got 1 hour underestimate. Oh right, I was confused. Which check is it? Okay, the Golden Octo is a check. I got 1 hour underestimate on the opening run. Blackout in 2 hours and 15 minutes. I mean, if you need extra time for a next run, that's a possibility. But I don't know. Right now, we will see when we get there. Okay, time to go to Castle Wilds. Yeah, that's an idea. Like, most goals in much time. That's something that more and more people do for marathons, because that's a fixed time. So there is no underestimate or overestimate, and more and more people do that. Okay, yeah, obviously. I do not have 7 scrolls. Oh yes, obviously, Castle Wilds with FF6 music becomes the Veld. That's where you meet Go. That's where Go can fight all monsters you have fought in your save file, and that's where Go can leap into battles and learn new attacks. Yeah. Okay, this sets my quick warp. Okay, I do not have the bow butterfly to shoot a arrow faster and to retrieve my bow faster, but I have the boots. If you tap boots after shooting an arrow, you will do what we call boot cancelling. Literally, it just cancels the animation because Lynx uses his boots. And it's not considered a glitch. You can actually do that in glitchless. One of the funniest strat, you bonk into the wall, you get into the enemy, and you Omae wa mo shindeiru. Wait, I actually have to beat you, the Golden Roper. Yeah, I actually have Gret Spin. I can actually use Gret Spin. So let's use Gret Spin. Yeah, I think I actually have to foot clear this area. So the square is actually inaccurate. It says 18 locations. Okay, that's Carblade. It says 18 locations. There are not 18 locations with those settings since I enabled golden enemies, etc. So just consider it has clear all locations in this area instead of actually counting the checks. Wait, yeah, that was a Darknut earlier. I killed the Darknut. The bonk into the wall thing, it was a Darknut. Okay, if the Wind Runes, if the entrance to Fortress of Wind leads to Deeproot Shrine, we may be raping this up faster than expected. Though what worries me is that I need a Ghost Jar and a Cane, and I'm not seeing those items yet. By the way, which is your favorite dungeon in this game? For everyone who has played this game, tell me which is your favorite dungeon. Can you move, please? Thank you. The first one, but it's the only one you ever actually beat. So Deeproot Shrine. Serves as a good tutorial, actually. The fire one, so Cave of Flames, which is the one I went in earlier. The wind tower looks cool, but can be annoying. Yeah. Many runners do not like Palace of Winds. I actually like it, but I know that it's an unpopular opinion. I don't hate Palace of Winds for the sole reason that the worst dungeon in this game is Temple of Droplets because of the ice physics. I hate ice physics in every game. Okay, I still have to collect it for the goal to count. Okay, I am only missing one location to full clear Castle Wilds, and that's because I need a 7th scroll. That's 2 floating items out of 3. The third one is at the graveyard, which I will be getting access as soon as I have the blue sword. Whatever is fine with you, Cruel, and whatever is fine with the next runners. It has cool ideas, but the ice physics... yeah. Oh, nice grip ring. I have access to another dungeon, I have access to Veil Falls and Cloud Tops. Once again, my map tracker just lit up in green. Ah, thank you. We have to deactivate this almost every time. So Golden Octo, once again, another check on the way. And which dungeon is there? Ah! Goodbye. We cannot do anything in Palace of Winds until we get the blue sword. Wait, I actually needed to minimize. It's hard to play and think at the same time. Yeah, we know where Palace is, and we don't have any goal related to Palace, so we may actually never see that again. Oh, fourth bottle, nice. Yeah, I'm going to home warp. I get directly back to the Smith's house. Since I know this must be a Cloudtop Skinstone because I have all other types, I'm going to buy it. I may actually do the checks in town as well. Get my magical boomerang. By the way, 30 hero field locations. I don't remember what exactly counts as hero fields. Is it only the northern part? Because if it's only the northern part, there's only one check missing and it's behind the blue sword, and I'm done with that goal. And I think that's exactly it. Ah, yeah. Oh! 70 quiver, which means we're only missing one, and we know! You don't see why the Thousand field wouldn't count as hero field, because it's not named Thousand field. I think only the northern one is named Hyrule field. Am I wrong? If that's the case, I'm only missing 2 locations then. I'm missing the one near the entrance to Lost Woods, which is behind the blue sword, but I'm only just missing Tingle, which is behind the Tingle trophy. I can actually check the map. North Hyrule, Royal Valley, Trilby, Western Woods, South. Okay, so it's both northern and south. So I'm only missing 2 checks in that case. That's right. That's... yeah. So I was right. Oh, really game. So I'm preparing a Din's Charm, one to do Simon's simulation, and the other more easily, and the other to prepare That's normally what I do to prepare for Vati, but I will not do Vati in this seed. Oh, I don't have rupees. Ah, I don't have money. I don't have money to be put in nightmares. I will come back later then. Oops. I forgot I needed 10 rupees. Okay, so 1 hour left in our estimated time, and looking at the board, we know where the last quiver is, so that's kind of a good bingo to aim for. Floating items, we just need a sword. Harufield locations, we need a sword and the Tingle Trophy. Huh. It's hard to estimate with only that. Yeah, the quiver is just there. You can see it. You cannot capture it from there. You could with the ghost jar. Wait, why is it out of logic? I can actually reach it with a boomerang from here? I can't. The tracker is telling me I can. No, I cannot. Well, no, I can. So that's Ghost Jar. And out of logic, that's the quiver. Out of logic. So that's our first bingo. I shouldn't have done that. I should have actually done the Tektite. Tektite is a check. Oh! You throw the boomerang and it catches it on the way back? I think I know what you mean. That's the kind of technique you would see in Phantom Hourglass instead of Minish Cap. That's going to be my 7th scroll. It's in hard probable logic, okay. So here I forgot. Oh, and an ace scroll. Nice. So... Oh, and another... Okay, I have all the Cloud Top Skinstone. I can check the dungeon up there. Okay. And did I mention Cloud Tops has the best music in this music pack? The opera scene is also obviously in the top song, in the top OSTs. But like in terms of map music, I'd say this one is one of the best. It's also one of the only locations in Minish Cap where you can listen to it uninterrupted. Since screen transitions won't interrupt it, the fights here do not put the combat music. Bow butterfly. I have all butterflies now. That's Peril Beam. And Cane of Patchy. Let me calculate something. So we have one bingo. Yep, yes, the last quiver we took, which gave us our first bingo, is now in logic. That's true. Coordinately in the randomizer, going up here through cloud tops does not kill this old guy. You can do its check normally without softlocking, because you will softlock his reward, which are the later rows. You will softlock his reward if you go up there without saving him first. Which is why you must do the fusion with the stranger in town to unlock the warp near Link's house in order to save him. That's how you get the lighter rows. Which aren't very useful in this game. Hey, nice mirror shield, so I can actually go to Big Goron now. Hey game, you know what would help me a lot? The Ocarina. I say that as a joke! That was a joke game! Devil Shrine? Fortress of Wind, okay. So Fortress is actually elemental. Okay, fun facts about Wizrobes. You can burn them. It's a one-hit KO if you burn a Wizrobe. So I don't think there's any goal related to Fortress, except 3 elements. I don't think I'll be going for 3 elements. Okay, saving here so I can save scum the lover. Because if it's something unrequired, I can save and quit and just not watch the cutscene. Okay, I don't need to fall here. Alright, the Ocarina also opens the library in town, also opens the check for library at lake, which is on the bingo board as well. Okay, doing it again. Save's coming. So I think I'm going to do Muzzle, which will get me an element, but also just because I feel like if I don't do Muzzle, you guys will never hear the boss theme. So yeah, I'll do Muzzle just for that. Excuse me? Very good RNG. Goodbye, Muzzle. Doesn't it soft lock if you do that, Catabat? Okay, so that's where you normally receive the Ocarina in the vanilla game, and here it's going to be an element, or first element. There's a world where I actually collect the elements, but yeah, maybe not today. I'm going to wrap up some things here. Oh, I didn't even collect that. Nice. That's all castle-wise locations. Yeah, Ocarina is on select with this randomizer setting. It's great for us. Going to get the... That's our second bingo, by the way. Going to get the item from library. Now that I think about it, I'm in go mode, actually. I know the dungeon at Krenol has an element. I can finish Cave of Flames, which has an element in the forest. I'm actually in go mode. Three element might actually be my go mode. And I feel like Blackout may actually be possible under this estimate. Why do I go there? I want to go to Krenol. I can get the... well, you would need the 4 sword to do Dark Castle in Logic. You can do that out of Logic with Red Sword. I could. But basically, if I find Deepwood Shrine here, I would just need the blue sword and I'm in go mode for Blackout. Wait, no, because I would... Where is Royal Crypt vanilla? Okay, I'm a bit confused now. Cave of Flames is in the forest. Fortress is at Palace, and Palace is at Fortress. Blackout means doing the entire board. And I found Deep Root Shrine, which I'll be able to complete. Which means I get an element here. Okay, that's 2 Deep Root Shrine keys, because we are playing with key rings, so each keys actually count for 2 keys here. How convenient. We have like 40 minutes left. Let's just see how many gold I can get at this point, if I have your permission. Hey, Swordbeam. We have 10 scrolls out of 11. Okay, I'll keep going. The big key so I can get the element. The ideal would be to find a sword here. Would open the Lost Woods. Tingle Trophy. Okay. I like that. Blue sword is go mode for Blackout. Officially. Unless I'm mistaken, but I think I can get the 5 small keys from Dark Hill Castle out of logic. I'm pretty sure I can get those. Oh, nice. Alright. Now the problem is, where is that sword? There are 2 swords left. I only need 1. But where is it? Also from there, obviously I can deduce that the Royal Crypt is vanilla. The Royal Crypt is at the graveyard. Go mode. That's go mode. What? What the hell, game? 2 swords in here! Side by side! I can actually beat the game! I can actually beat the game! Okay, that's Blackout go mode. Blackout might be underestimate. Ah! Ah! Palace does not have an element. I have access to all my elements. Okay, I'm getting a bit trolled by Green Shoe here. My last element is at the graveyard and yeah. I'm playing badly because I'm trying to think at the same time. Okay, that's a big if, but if I'm really underestimate for Blackout, I may just throw in beating up the game because I would just need to get my last element. And Dark Castle would just be enter, tie the red warp, go to Vati. Category change to Blackout Bingo. Thank you so much. Wait. I need to full clear. I need to full clear Deeper Shrine. I actually warped out and I forgot I actually have to full clear Deeper Shrine. I can go back later. Oh, right, I have full sword. I have to do that this way. Yeah, see? That's what happens when you are thinking too much and you forget the most obvious thing. So that's 30 hero field locations. That's actually triple bingo. So we are going to not be triple bingoing. I don't need to do this check. I don't need to pick up the chest here, so I'm going to follow the faster route. Up, left, up, right, up. Normally you would go left 3 times and up 3 times in order to make a secret chest spawn. Okay, I just need to remember I need to go back to Deeper Shrine in order to full clear it. Fortunately, Deeper Shrine is at Krenol, so it's literally 2 meters away from an Ocarina warp point. Forgot I had to do that. You need to select the amount of clones you want to do in your inventory. Obviously, my cycle was bad. Four sword will one-shot the Stalfos, so just burn the Gibdos. It's much faster. That's item from Ghost King and 3 elements. That's already our 4th and 5th bingo. As promised, I'm going back to Deeper Shrine to finish it, to full clear it. Which means I have to pick this up as well. I'm going to use the key as well, just to make sure it counts as well. We pick that up. Falling into the hole means we skip the animation of Link stopping to use the Ghost Jar. And normally there's only one check left, which is the boss. The item from the boss. There, Deeper Shrine is cleared. Oh my god, did I do that? I went to the graveyard. I did the graveyard. I did not pick up the floating items. Good job. I'm such a nice guy. I'm giving extra time to prepare for the next runners. I'm such a generous runner. That's what happens when you try to think while you are playing. Yeah, it's just here. Now, 5 small keys from Blackout Castle, which is opened at the start. Let's go. You can do those without clearing yourself. That's the fast strat with a bomb. You can also do something similar with the second cannon room. I forgot to put back to 4-sword mode, but hey, you don't actually need it! That's why you can do Blackout Castle out of logic without the 4-sword. Just because of that. Really, game? Did I really hit the fire bar there? Okay, we are going to unpetrify the king, which in vanilla gives you 1 small key. So in vanilla there are 6 small keys, but 1 is removed in the randomizer because we removed one of the locked doors. There are 8 checks in total. There are 9 checks in total, sorry. So 5 small keys, 1 boss key, but it's removed in this case because it's on the requirement of the seed. So if I go get my 4th element, I could get the boss key and go to Vati. So that's 5 keys out of 9 checks. Damn. I want to roll down game. So I'll let you do the calculus. Okay, this is not going as intended. I'm going with a much simpler strat. If you allow me to get all my clones game, thank you. Straight line, single slash, much faster. Okay, I can do the rest much quicker with the red warp. Red warp being in the middle of the room does not make this fight simple. If you walk on the upper side of the bridge, you do not set up your respawn point. So here, if I fall, I'm back here. Having the boomerang makes it very comfy for the end of the run because you can just farm rupees this way. I missed the stun lock strat, but he's nice. He dashes on the wall and I can get the roll attack. Nice. So since I'm using an all reachable logic, the vanilla boss key check cannot have anything, and especially not a small key. So I know I won't be doing it. So we have 4 towers, 3 keys, one of them does not have a key. Okay, good. Eh. Thank you. Okay, 20 minutes left. I mean, 20 minutes left on the estimate, not the actual uptime. One more. Nice. If they need more time to prepare, I can literally just go get my 4th element and finish the game as well. It will be underestimate. It will still be underestimate. Let's go. Is this the last key? That's time. That's Blackout. Under 2 hours. Thanks for the GGs. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure I can get my 4th element and beat Vati. Way underestimate. So if you allow me, to do that, I will untime on my left split, and yeah. I already have the boss key for Kevo Flames, so I just have to rush inside the dungeon, and we're good to go. So what's your decision on this? You okay with it? Okay, checking with the runner. All good? Let's go! So I unsplit, and let's finish this. I was not expecting to roll such a nice seed and bingo board. They synergized so well. Because that's the thing, you can have nice seeds with horrible bingo boards. You can have nice bingo boards with horrible seeds. But in this case, both of them synergized really well. The game gave me exactly the items I needed to get my goals. So, yeah. So we already got the boss key very early, so we are just going to walk through this dungeon. Should have done vanilla fusions. Oh, hell no. That would have been like 4 hours estimate. You're not helping me, game. You. I mean, I could have just also demonstrated angle retention to go directly to the boss. Would have been funny as well. Ah, I didn't think about it fast enough. I could have. Blackout bingo plus any person. Without preparation. I have not run bingo for this game since the Marathon Alliance 2024, which was in November of 2024. Hello Girok, so that's 8 hits for the first and second cycle. You can do that with any item, so In randomizer, you can do that with the bow. You can also do that with sword beam. Do I have... Yes, I have milk to showcase it. I'll showcase it in the last cycle. Okay. Last cycle is only 5 hits. By the way, you can see Clearrock actually has drawings of himself on the walls. As you can see, you can do that with Sword Beam as well. So funny to do that, like just the Sword Beam does damage. That's my 4th element, so per the seat's setting, that's where I'm going to get the item on the requirements, because I have 4 elements and the 4 sword. So I get the Blackout Castle big key. And since we do have the red warp in Blackout Castle opened, we can just go straight up to Vati. And as you can see, I prepared a Dean's Charm. Initially, I got a Dean's Charm for a totally different reason. It was to do Simon's Simulation, which I ended up not doing because I didn't have the 10 rupees. So I'm going to use it for its actual purpose in actual randomizer races. Getting an easy 3 cycles on Vati 1. And easy triple darkness as well. You bonk into the wall, it gets you past both triggers. Perfect RNG. Hello, Vati. That was quick. That's what Dint Charm does. You do 1.5 more times more damage. And that's an easy 3 cycles, because otherwise you need Great Spin or a very well-timed roll attack, or else you're getting a 4th cycle. And obviously you have the Dancing Mad movements from Kefka, since this is the Final Fantasy VI music pack. On the left. Got hit. You can actually use square patterns. Okay, 3 cycle is done by doing a spin attack with clones on the second cycle. Third cycle, I need to absolutely keep my clones and do a spin attack and a single slash. It's important that I do not lose my clones. Perfect! Now that's going to be Vati 3. You stand on the pedestal and you are invincible. So the strats for the real eye is you can stun it with the boomerang, but we have great spin, so we just great spin our way to it. Lanternless. I got Lanternless! Let's go! So I want the real link to be in the middle, because if Vati goes to the far left or far right, I'm screwed, because I will fall from the platform. And here I got trolled anyway, because I don't know why he gave me the wrong balls. Yeah, it's your classical game of volley. You only need 2 hits per cycle, you don't need to do more, so you can just prepare your clones right away. Next cycle is going to be last. I'm going to try to show a very cool graphical glitch, if I can. It happens sometimes if I can finish it with a bomb. And that's time! Did I get it? I got it! Exploding eye.png. Thanks for the GGs. I'm actually amazed I was able to showcase not only randomizer bingo, but being able to showcase Blackout and the end of the game under the estimate. Wow. Thank you so much for letting me showcase it, Cruel. So, credits to be given. Thanks to the amazing Minish Maker team for making this randomizer. You can see the credits in here. Catabat is in there. One of my friends, Deoxys, made the map tracker with auto tracking that I'm currently using. It's an amazing tracker. There are too many people to thanks. Myth and Haley are extremely important people in this community. Myth for popularizing both the speedrun and the randomizer, making it easily accessible for beginners. Haley for her many contributions in the development. Haley is the reason why we have a version 1.0 after being stuck to 0.6.2 for a long time. There are really too many people to shut out. So, yeah. 2 hours, 3 minutes in-game time, only 9 minutes and 51 seconds in the menu. Wow. Alright, so I will let the people in the backstage do the transition, and you will be able to welcome the next runner. So if I'm not mistaken, that's going to be some Kingdom Hearts. That's Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix, Beginner, Any Person by Plixers. I hope I pronounced it right. Thank you all very much for watching and supporting me.